Hi, I'm Chris, this is Miller Plays. It's time for some more of our Pentagon challenge, where we originally started in Asia. We started in Malaysia, in actual fact, and managed to get ourselves a management job over in Japan in the J2. We took that team to the J1 and promptly left the Yuara Red Diamonds, where we managed to win the Champions League. Having succeeded in that, we then had to find another club, and we jumped to the North American continent and Mexico, where we were at Club León, and this is where we picked things up. So it's our third season at Club León. In the first year, we joined for the second half of the season, where we finished first in the closing stages, which we'd already qualified for somehow for the North American Champions Cup, and we did quite well. We had a superb transfer window in that first season. The second season, we finished third and fourth in the opening and closing stages, but we were decimated by players leaving. When you sign great players, European clubs can come calling. So we had no option but to sell these players and try and replace them mid-season. So from being an absolutely wonderful squad, minus one or two players, if we had a couple of wingers in that first season, I reckon we would have cinched the North American Champions Cup. But we didn't. And the second season, we got the wingers in. Unfortunately, we lost the defenders. So now, in this third season, we've just completed the transfer window, and this is what we've done. And we've brought in a number of players. So the first one in was Ivan Novic. He's a Serbian right back. He's come in from Borussia Dortmund for big money. We spent 11 million on him, and he is one of the best players in Mexico. So right back was one of the key positions that we needed, and we've gone out and filled that position. We then bought Arda Oktay. He's a right winger, and I end up not as good as I'd hoped. So he's also, because he's Turkish, he's a non-Mexican. He counts against the quota of 9, and unfortunately, he doesn't make the squad. So he's available for loan. So we'll see if anything happens there. Then gone to Pachua and bought 2 of their players. First up, a centre back. He's 5'10". He can also play defensive midfield. He's got a fair amount of potential, and we signed him for £2 million. So Rafael Mendoza. The next one in was Gayan Ortegan. He is a Colombian central midfielder. We spent £7.5 million hitting his minimum release fees. As you can see, he has bags and bags of potential. So fingers crossed he kicks on and really helps us. Next in was a backup goalkeeper, Jose Fernando Villalba. He's 6'4". He's come in as backup, so quite happy with that. And then with my director of football has just brought in a left winger, Joaquim Riaz, who is like, wow. He signed him on a pre-contract. He agreed that, and I said, buy now. We spent 1.7 million to buy him now, and I'm rather happy we have done, because I think he is, well, I know he's a lot better than anything else we've got in that position. So we've had quite a decent window. We spent 24.5 million. We have brought in 10.25. So Padilla, backup wide man, he left for 3.7 million total. It says 3.3. There's add-ons. Then Miguel is a defensive midfielder, a Spanish one. We're just getting rid of a couple of foreign players to release, so we can bring in Novic and Ruiz. Chavez, the backup striker that was never going to make it, has gone to Hellenes Verona for 16 grand. Then we had Moretto, the young Italian midfielder. We signed on a free. We sold him 6.5 million, so a nice bit of profit. It just frees up a space, and it means we can go back to the defensive midfielders. Also out the door was Novotny on loan. Toluca came in, offered to buy him. I said, you can have him on loan. And they said, yeah, sure. So he's gone there on loan, and that is the business we've done so far. All those are back end of last year. So we had some excess money because of losing Villas to his minimum release fee. So that's the kind of thing we've got to watch out for. The minimum release fees are the ones that kill us. The transfer window has closed in Mexico for domestic transfers. So it's unlikely we'll make any others unless, of course, we sell our foreign players abroad. The foreign window closes same time as the European side, so around about the 1st, 2nd of September. But for the moment, that is our squad. Opening stages, we won our first game. The World Cup's still going on, and if we have a look at season preview, we're up to 5th now, which is a nice improvement. And we have no one in the Dream 11. And as you can see, Wilson Sanchez is the probably the cheapest player on this list. There's some serious money. I mean, Diaz is actually about to move to Europe, so that will help out. Reyes was ours, but we lost him for 11.75 million. That was his minimum release fee, and Club America will no doubt sell him for a huge profit at some point. And you can see Jorginho Rutter has made the move over to Mexico from Brighton. So Club America is the favourite. We are down in 5th. We do have a media prediction there now. So we are 15-1 outsiders. So who knows what will happen? Fingers crossed. We will do something. Our next game is a friendly. Our next league game is actually the 15th of July. So fingers crossed by then some of the World Cup will be over. So it is quite frustrating that the first game we were without our goalkeeper and a number of players. So it was a case of hit and hope with the team we put out. It might be that most players, no, Mendoza is away. He's 18, so I think most of our players are back now. Certainly the American left back is back. So I think we are okay, and we should be all right for the next one. And as you can see, we've got a number of players in on trial at the moment, just trying to see what we've got. So that's that. I will now sim the first half of the season. So we'll see how we get on in the opening stage. I think we're already qualified for the North American Champions Cup. I might be mistaken, but fingers crossed we are. Otherwise, we need to do something in the Leagues Cup here. And it's all about getting that qualification. Right, I'll sim the season, and we'll see you shortly. Briefly, we are back. It's the 12th of January, and we've had the opening stage where it's been quite decent, shall we say. We won the playoff final 3-1. We finished top of the shop. 13 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats, 41 points, a nice 7-point clear there. The other bit of news is we did win the Leagues Cup. That guaranteed us the NACC. I think the opening stage would have done as well. So all in all, 100% guaranteed in the NACC. So we enter in the second round. The draw's been made, and we can see that we have either a Costa Rican side or Vancouver. The other bit of news is the Campeones Cup. No idea what it is, but we beat Inter Miami 6-2. So we had a really good first half of the season. And there's bits and pieces happening transfer-wise. So William Gomez, our star striker, he's just about to sign for Everton for 25.5 million. So he had a pretty decent first half of the season. So he scored 16 goals in 23 games in the league. That includes all the playoffs. So 15 starts, 8 as subs, and 4 goals in Continental, so the League's Cup. So all in all, he had a pretty decent first half of the season. We have then, because Gomez is going, the actual transfer window has closed, so we've rushed to get some deals through. And because of that, we've had to sacrifice Jonathan de Leon, who didn't play too badly in the first half. We signed him, for $5 million. He was improving, but he's on 43 grand a week, and the only way to get the players in that I needed was to sacrifice him. So he was sacrificed. He has gone to Chivas, along with Eduardo Garcia, another winger, and Prieto, a Mexican centre-back who is quite good but can't head the ball. So weren't too worried about that. Novotny has also left. He went to Santos Laguna for 250,000. My goodness, Chivas have been just buying our players. Elias Montiel, the centre mid, we agreed a deal to sell him during the season, and he's gone to Chivas for $5.5 million, I believe. So we took a bit of a loss on him. And Chivas have also bought Diego Vargas, our left back. So he's been with us for a while. They spent $4.4 million on him. It was like, yeah, we'll take that. He's 28 years old. He's back up. So yeah, we've done a lot of business with Chivas, as you can see. They just keep coming in, buying our players. So what was that? 5.5 and 4.4, so that's 9.9. Another $7.5 million there, and then another $1.5 million there. So plenty of money going from Chivas to us. Then the players that we've gone out and purchased then. Right. Contreras, he's a attacker. We saw him mid-season. We put an offer in. That was accepted. He joined us on the 15th. And then Ailton Lee, a defensive midfielder, bags of potential. We've signed him. He's come in from the NACC for $4.8 million. Then there was Contreras, Irving Contreras. He's basically our left back replacement. He's come in from Puebla for £3 million. So we sold the other guy for 4.4. So we made a nice little 1.4 million on trading left backs effectively. We've brought in Marcos Rodriguez. I've been trying to sign him for a little while now. He's 18. His potential's gone down. So he's looked really good and has had bags of potential. So we've signed him on loan with a guaranteed £14 million transfer in 12 months' time. Santiago Di Maria is Gomez's replacement. So we've got rid of Gomez for a 6'6" striker. Gomez is a 6'6" striker. Gomez is obviously a couple of years younger and American. Santiago Di Maria is Argentinian, or is he? He's dual Nash. So he didn't count as a foreign player. So fantastic. That meant we could get another foreign player in to replace Gomez when he leaves in a few days' time. And that player is Joel Molina. He's a no-nonsense or centre-back, plays wide centre-back. All in all, fairly decent, decent pace. Certainly an upgrade there. So we have really gone all out. We've splashed the cash. He's coming in for 16 million. There was a few million up front and then lots on instalments. So my thoughts is we're selling Gomez for 25 million or 22 million, whatever it was. We should be able to spend that cash. 25.5 million. So, and the deal itself is 12 million up front and then 10 3/4 on instalments. So hopefully my sums add up and it means we'll have enough money to do whatever we need to do. There's still 2.25 in the transfer budget, but we are probably monstrously in transfer debt. Oh, wrong one. Oh, only 6.3 million transfer debt. So that's not so bad. So I've been doing other transfers that have included Never Never bits and pieces. So all in all, it's not been a bad window. We probably are down a right winger, but it's just one of those. There was a left winger I was trying to bring in. I'd agreed a fee, and he signed an extension with the club he was at. So there we have it. I think that's pretty much everything. There is a couple of players that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. One of them is now down in the under-19s. He was here when we started. Josu Riviera, the Ecuadorian, who we've loaned out on a couple of occasions. Emelec agreed to buy him, but he didn't want to go there again. And yeah, all in all, it's very disappointing. I just want to get rid. He's on 18.5 grand. That would be really nice if I can get that money off the books, but it's 12 months away. So yeah, we'll try and sell him at some point in the next 12 months. Fingers crossed it happens sooner rather than later. So that's us up to date. We'll now kick on with the second half of the season, and fingers crossed the NACC is in our grasp. I think we've got quite a decent side now. It's now the 4th of June. We're back. There's 400,000 left in the bank account, which doesn't look particularly good. Turnover massively up the next couple of years, look. But that doesn't look so good. Debts, we are 4.2 million in the red. I think that's how it works. Unless we're owed 4.2 million, I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. Recruitment clauses out. $1 million there. 62. Nothing exciting there. Nothing there. There's an 8.5 million future fee. Morales. It's future fees that haven't come in. Okay, fair enough then. So, all in all, it has been spectacular. The closing stages, and how about that for a final? 9-5 on aggregate. Oh dear. So, closing stages, we finished third. So, and that was quite important when you look at the closing stages. I'm guessing I think it's quarterfinal. Yeah, it would have been quarterfinal. So Santos Laguna overcame Chivas there. So into the quarterfinal, we played Pumas, and it finished 2-2 on aggregate, but we were the higher seeds. So we go through just like Juarez were as well. And no penalties. It's the higher seeds go through. So into the semi-final, we came up against Santos Laguna. And again, we were the higher seeds. We drew 3-3 on aggregate and then went through to the final against Club America. And I've got to show you this one. 7-5. It's one for the goalkeeper, certainly. R's got a 6.8. There's a 6.5. But yeah, 23 shots, 14 on target. We scored 7 goals there. 12 shots, 9 on target. Scored 5 goals. There, Cozio with a hat-trick. We had Di Maria, our Gomez replacement, with 5 goals? So when he joined us, he had 3 goals for Atlas. He'd scored 26 in the previous season, so we knew he could score goals. So in the 20 games in the league that he played, he got 17 goals, 3 assists, 20 from 25 in total. So, yeah, 12 starts, 8 substitute appearances, 17 goals in the league. It's Not bad, is it, for a striker that joined us mid-season? So very, very pleased with him. There was another particularly pleasing result I saw. Where are I? 7-0. This was pleasing. It was a rotated side. So, yeah, Garcia a couple, Contreras a couple. But more importantly, and it doesn't show on competitions anymore, the NACC. There it is, the North American Champions Cup final. We played Chivas in the final and won 4-0 after extra time. So we absolutely battered them. Lara had a game and a half at 7.2. He literally kept him in. And then it was just bang, 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 bang in the extra time. 4-0. Wow. So, yeah, the North American Champions Cup, then Vancouver in the second round. We won 3-2 at home, drew 2-2 away. Was a bit of a poor run there. And it continued. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games without a win before turning it around. We drew 2-2 in New York, came back to our place, won 3-1, and then 3-0 against Pumas, where we lost 3-2 in the second leg at their place, and then played Pumas again in the closing stages. So met them, what was that, 4 times in 5 games. But all in all, a very, very good season, and that's us done in North America. It's on to another continent. So I now need to start looking for a new job. What does the profile say? I'm still national. That's going to be difficult then. So we'll see what happens. Well, this is embarrassing. My mic didn't work when I recorded this initially, so ignore the little badge in the top left-hand corner. And this is basically what I said. Leicester have come in for an approach, a Premier League club. Despite my national reputation, they offering 26 grand a week and 136 million in transfer budget, 2.3 million pound wage budget, and want to avoid relegation from the Premier League. But there was another offer, and this is Manchester City offering me a 3-year, £105,000 a week deal with a £99 million transfer budget, 5.5 million in wage budget, and they want qualification to the Champions League. No brainer, which one I'm going to take. And I took the Manchester City one. So with that, I have had a quick peek at the squad. And if we have a look at it, Savinho is considered our best player. We have Chema Andreas, a Spanish defensive midfielder, in there as well. Erling Haaland still around at 34. And then we have a number of other players. This guy doesn't look too bad. Ruben Monsalve, a Venezuelan, a right winger. So, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And there's a few players in the squad that we just need to clear out. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go away, see if I can clear out some of the trash, perhaps generate a bit of a transfer budget, certainly generate some wage budget, and see what we can bring in. So tactics-wise, I've changed things up. Going to go with a 4-3-3 formation on this occasion, and we'll just see what sort of positions I can improve on. So looking at this, goalkeeper, perhaps a right back, although he is capable as an inside one. Let's change that to in possession, out of possession. Is he really that bad out of possession? Certainly a centre-back is going to be key. Looks like a couple of midfielders as well. So goalkeeper, centre-back and 2 midfielders as a minimum. I should imagine we'll get a few more players beyond that as well. So, yeah, hopefully second attempt, it's all recorded. Our go away now, see what I can do, and we'll see you at the end of the summer. And just like that, the transfer window is slammed shut. It's the 3rd of September. I've gone through the start of the season. I needed to get to the transfer window, A, to make sure we didn't lose any players that I didn't want to lose, and B, to try and improve the squad, because the European leagues have only been switched on for a couple of years and the squad is decimated. So there's not a great deal in the way of backups. And 99 million doesn't go very far, particularly when you spend 72 million on one player. Yeah. So what have I done? I asked that question a lot of times. What have I done? So I've spent 246 million apparently and brought in 196. So the players we've sold: Elise went for 9.5 million. Biscoff went for 43 million. Manzambi, 17.25. Wayne Jones, a youngster, I think, at 1.6. John Parry, he is a Croatian striker, apparently. He went for quite large money, 57 million, to AC Milan. Pierce out on loan. Kenneth Lloyd is a youngster. Ben Reed's a youngster. Gaz Brady has gone to Brighton. He was a backup striker, 29 million. I was just getting money in. Moretti went for 8.25. He's a 32-year-old midfielder. He went to Everton, so obviously he's a load of rubbish. And we sold Bart Verbruggen, our first choice goalkeeper, to AC Milan for 27 million. They spent 54 million on him. What a joke. Why would you spend 12 pence on him? He's rubbish. Okay, so that's the players we've sold and the players I've brought in. First up, the goalkeeper, the 72 million pound man. He had a release clause at 72 million. I paid it. He's 22 years old. He's 6'3". He's hopefully only going to improve. And fingers crossed he's going to do all right. Next in through the door was Miguel Valenzuela, a 4.5-star potential player. So could be a star Premier League player. He's one of these late developers. He's 6'3", decent jumping, decent heading. Overall, he looks quite decent. So I think a bit of experience, and we will see the benefit of perhaps 3-star by the end of the season, 4 stars early next season. That's my hope anyway. Jose Manuel, a 20-year-old defensive midfielder. Very nice, 32 million. It's some of it on the Never Never, some of it this season. So, yeah, really pleased to get him. We fought off PSG to get him. Ibrahim Mbaye, he's a winger. He can play on both wings. He's coming from PSG for 18 million. We've got him because he's cost 18 million. Next in was Diallo, a second striker. He's an attacking midfielder. We don't play attacking midfielders, I know. He's got 4.5-star potential. We're playing attacking midfielder. We've changed to 4-2-3-1. I know. Sorenko Bell, somebody I tried to sign for Leon. He was at 60 million. He's suddenly jumped up to 120. So we couldn't afford to buy him. We got him on loan, and fingers crossed his value drops and we can buy him next summer. That's my hope. So he'll get some game time this year. And like I say, fingers crossed we can buy him next summer. Daniel Becker is an 18-year-old right back. He was 4.5 stars of potential. He's now down to 3.5 stars. So we'll see what happens with him. He's 6'3" and he's 18. So there's hope for him. And then Rock Tora, a defensive midfielder. He also was a 4-star player. He was dirt cheap. We signed him for, 1.3 million. So it's just another body in the door. So that is our squad building. We now have a squad of 27 players, some of which I don't want, some of which are decent, like Ryan McLaren, but he's a right winger, and our best player is a right winger. And I can't put two right wingers in the team. So it was either him or Ruben Monslave, and Monslave is a better player. So yeah, I tried to sell him. Nobody wanted to buy him. He's also on 300 grand a week. So yeah, not ideal. Nico O'Reilly, we did put him on the list. He was unhappy, and he's unhappy that he was transfer list. I don't think he is anymore. No, he's not. So we'll see what happens. But that's the state of play. We've obviously brought in a few players. A few of them are quite decent. And what do the bookies think? That is the big question. We've played 4 games. We've got 10 points. Newcastle are 4 from 4. Chelsea, who have won the league in the last 2 years, are 2 wins, I assume. Yeah, 2 wins, 2 defeats. And if we have a look at media prediction, Chelsea 7-4 favourites, Liverpool 7-2, us at 5-1. We were 7-1, so that has dropped. So that is quite good. The media have us as third as well. And season preview, McLaren, who is on the transfer list and we don't want, is one of the key players, as is our centre back. Oh, and our goalkeeper. Whoa, how about that? That's not bad. So things are improving. We've broken into this at least, and Chelsea aren't in total domination. So yeah, that's a positive. So fingers crossed we can kick on now and get a few wins and hopefully do something in the Champions League as well. So without further ado, I'm going to sim the season and we'll see exactly how we get on. See you in a mo. Okay, the season is done. We are 23rd of May, so back rather early. We've just, we've got the initial budgets for next season, and we were given 83 million. So we had 20 million, I think, accumulated up. So I was trying to spend that. No, sorry, it was 11 million. I was trying to spend that before we got the budgets. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and it's come out of this season's budget. So we're down to 77 million. The wage, we've got 375,000 a week spare. That's going to go up considerably when 1 or 2 of my crap players have their contracts expire, including one guy who's a championship player on 300 grand a week. So Abbott, can't wait to get rid of him. He's currently out on loan, and I think we get about 10% of his salary paid by Preston, I think it is. So yeah, marvellous. So James Trafford wants to find a new challenge. Good luck to you. I'm more than happy to let him go. I've said 9.75 million and he can leave. To be honest, I'd have accepted anything. He's not that good. Right. There was a little bit of transfer shenanigans done during January. We brought in a few players. So Pablo Molinas, he's a young Argentinian centre-back with quite a lot of potential. He's only 5'11", so not ideal, but he's come in. Ramiro Scandalo, he's a Argentinian centre-back. He's 6'2", so a little bit better. He's actually dropped his star rating down to 2.5 stars. So not ideal. And then Juan Pablo Aman, he is a left-back. He is world-class. And very happy my scouts found him. He's 5'5", so not massive, but what a player. So really pleased we managed to get him. We bought him for 30 million. I think there's about 10 million up front and then the rest of the Never Never. Scandalo cost us 20 million and 13.5 for Molinas, and the board weren't impressed with my Scandalo. And yeah, probably fair. We might get some of it back, you never know. The reason for that is we sold a lot of players. So our decent centre-back, Gazkowski, 31 years old now. We've sold him. There's a big money move, 68 million to Saudi, so weren't going to stand in his way. We followed that up with Abbott going out on loan, Mitch Foster going out on loan, Sokolovsky has left for 46 million to join Paris, so we almost got the 50 million back. He was not going to feature. Valencia has gone to Fenerbahce for 29.5, so we only lost 2 million on him. That's on somebody else's purchase, so yeah, not worried about that. And then Daniel Darby, a youngster, was sold to Aston Villa for 2.8 million. We signed it for 2.3. It is actually 2.8 once all the clauses have been met. So not sure what that's all about. I don't think we signed it for 2.3 million because that's showing us 2.3 million in profit. So in the end, we sold 347 million pounds worth of players, spent 309 million, and how did we get on? Well, the Champions League. It's Liverpool versus PSG in the final. In the semi-final, it was Liverpool versus AC Milan and PSG beating Real Madrid. In the quarter-final, it was Madrid beating Leipzig, Paris Saint-Germain beating us, AC Milan beating Stuttgart, and Liverpool beating Newcastle. So we managed to get to the quarter-final. Round of 16, we bested Atletico Madrid. And in the league phase, we actually did all right. Look, we got 22 points, finished top of the shop, 7 wins, 1 draw. So that was obviously before I sold my centre-back. But on the flip side, I then brought in the left-back. I don't know. In the league, the Premier League, and we've actually won that. So in the end, didn't do too badly. We scored 79 we scored 79. Goal difference of plus 42. 83 points, won by 3 points. All in all, doesn't look too bad. And you can see some of the defeats down here. 17 for West Ham, 16 for Middlesbrough, 16 for Newcastle, finished 7th. Yeah. And Brentford were relegated with 20 points, having lost 26 games. Forest and West Brom also go down. So, yeah, all in all, not a bad season. We've done a fair amount of transfer business. There's an £89 million deficit at the back. The net debt is 185 million. We owe 35 million in transfer debt. And we'll see. Oh, Haaland actually won top goal scorer in the Premier League. He managed to get 24 goals, so can't complain about that in his 28 plus 8. A 35-year-old scoring the most goals. It is Haaland, though, so it's to be expected. And if we have a look at the squad, then if we look in selections, goals, Haaland got 29, Monslav, 14 with 16 assists, Diallo, 11 goals, 10 assists, Chima Andreas, 9 and 5. So we've got a decision. Do we want to keep him? He wants a new contract. I've promised him a new contract. I think we should offer him one. He does look quite decent. That's great. It didn't come down at all. It's probably worth keeping him around for another year at least. There we go. Didn't come down. We managed to knock him down to 240. So he gets a pay rise, but it's probably worth it. Savinho is still around. He's still quite decent. So no need to worry about him. And by 5 goals, 9 assists. Jose Manuel, one of my star signings, a young 20-year-old Spanish defensive midfielder, hasn't done too badly, so we're quite happy with him. Valenzuela, the centre-back that I signed, is improving. I had hoped it would be 3 stars. He's 2.5. He's he's one of these late bloomers, so I suspect he's going to get to world class. We'll give him another year, and fingers crossed he will. Rock Tora, another one of these gambles, hasn't really paid off. What did we spend? 1.3 million on him, so we should get our money back. He'll be probably dispatched. Tobias Pearce, he's a 20-year-old Man City youth or former youth player. He was out on loan at Blackburn. We recalled him after getting rid of some players, and he's come back and not done too badly. He's now 2.5 stars. Could be 3.5 stars. You never know. Maybe push on a little bit more, and then we'll try and get rid of Hogsburg, who my assistant manager loved. I didn't, and we'll see if we can save a little bit of money on him. The one we would quite like to get rid of is McLaren, because he's upset and he's worth a lot of money. He's on 300 grand a week and he's 28. So, yeah, if we can get a nice, healthy 60 plus million pound bid for him, then he's gone. And then we'll just keep Nico O'Reilly and Rico Lewis around for another year because they're trained at club. Other than that, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. Oh, our goalkeeper that we spent 72 million quid on is now 3.5 stars and could be potentially world class. So I think that's a good buy. He doesn't look too bad. He's 23, had a good old season, so very happy there. I'm guessing we're going to be doing some more on the Never Never. It's only 70 odd million we got. And then the one thing I do need to do is try and up the revenue retained. It's 40% of transfer revenue is retained. So I will make that request from the board and we'll see what they say. Stadium, build a new, buy stadium facilities. Let's improve youth facilities. Let's improve training facilities and let's see what they come back with. They'll probably tell me to go away politely. But you never know. Right, we'll see you at the end of the summer. Right, the transfer window's just closed, so the season has started. We're the 2nd of September, and we are, 7-1 fourth favourites. I have sold a few players, so I'm not surprised there. It is really going to be a transition season. Monsalve's still around, Ayman's still around, Mehmet, Bilal, our goalkeeper's still around as well. So we have got 3 players in the Dream 11, and we have been exceedingly busy. We've got 6 million available, 500,000 in wages available. So we've really cut down on the wages, and we've still got some players that I would really, really like to get rid of. So we've sold 157 million pounds worth of players. It's a little bit more because we sold 16.25 there. That almost balanced the books last year because of that. On that, we did sign a couple of players back end of last season. Gabriel Guerrera is a defensive midfielder. He's Italian. He's got bags of potential. He has just missed out on eligibility. He was 18 when he signed, but I'm guessing because he was almost 19, it doesn't really count. But Luca Meyer has come in. He's German. He's 18. He's got bags of potential. He's quite good already, and he can play on that right wing. So he's my backup to Monsalve. Right, onto this year's season sales. Lucas Hogsburg, the useless defender who could cover at right back. Not very good. Yeah, he's gone for 13.5. I think that rises to about 16, 17. Daniel Abbott has gone out on loan. Nobody wants to buy him. He's on 300 grand a week. I thought his contract expired this summer. It's next. So we've got a little bit of support there. Nico O'Reilly has gone to Juventus for 44.5 million. He was on 200 plus thousand a week, so we've saved on that. Rico Lewis, his contract was expiring this next summer. He was sold for 39 million, so a fair amount of profit there. Morojo's gone out on loan. Trafford has joined Liverpool for 6.25, and then on deadline day, Savinio left to join AC Milan for 54 million. So yes, he's quite good, but he's 32 and coming towards the end of his career. So we've then done quite a large rebuild with a lot, and I mean a lot of youngsters. So Hal Usame is a Colombian goalkeeper who has bags of potential. He's 18, should be trained at club. Eduardo Said is a Portuguese left back, bags of potential, 18, should be trained at club. My director of football eventually found a goalkeeper that I didn't mind signing. This guy, Rudy Donkor Zanemski, he's come in from Olympic Lyon for 17.5 million. It's actually cost us 22.5 million, so I'm not sure what his negotiating skills are like, but he could become world class. So he's one of these late developers. So quite happy about him. Some of the other dross he was trying to bring in goal was just horrendous. Givanildo is a Brazilian striker. He is 18. He can be trained at club. He's got 4 stars of potential. All very good there. Next in was my signing of the summer, Hubert Stanizowski, a Polish attacking midfielder. He was 3 stars when we signed him. He's now 4 stars, so very happy about that. Came in from Bologna for 55 million. So certainly probably the buy of the summer. Vinicius is a centre-back. He's Brazilian. He's 6'3". He's 21 years old. He's got bags of potential. Hopefully he reaches that potential. And just in case he doesn't, we've got Fabio Fumagoli, who is an Italian centre-back. He's 6'2". He's 18. He's got bags of potential. He can be trained at club. And yeah, quite happy about that one. Stephen Dawahe is a right back. He's 19. He was signed from Aston Villa for 37 million. And on deadline day itself, because we sold Savinho, I had to race to find somebody. And Paolo Notto was the player I found. Unfortunately, he's not the greatest. But he's 3 stars of potential and a decent Premier League player. But he is 18 and could improve a lot. So we might actually see him get to those 4 stars. You never know. So that was the busy transfer day. We've spent 295 million. We've brought in 157 million, of which we can only keep 40%. So what's that, 40, and then another 20, 60 million. So 100 million has gone straight to the club, effectively. So because of that, I spent a lot of money on the Never Never. So our transfer debt is now 186 million. But that should come down as and when we start selling the 1 or 2 players that we've got left that we don't want. So I'm fairly comfortable at the moment. Yes, we've spent most of next season's transfer budget, I'm sure, but we'll see. We now need these potential players to actually hit their potential. Yeah, okay, he doesn't look too bad. So that is that, I think. We have played a few games, and the fixture schedule shows that we beat Everton 3-1, beat Sunderland 2-2, drew with Crystal Palace 3-3. We face in Brighton. We're going to have a rotated squad for that one, and then we'll be back to our regular first 11 going forward. So I will now sim the season, and fingers crossed we can see bags of improvement and we qualify for the Champions League next year. Other than that, I'm not too concerned. About to finish. The simulation is almost done for the season. It's the last game of the season coming up. What are we going to get? What's it going to be? Is it a hugely, hugely successful season or just a successful? It's a hugely, hugely successful season. There we have it. You spend 300 million or whatever it was on players, and you end up being quite good. Let's have a look. Fixture schedule and the final. Lewis with 2. Hubert with 2 assists and a goal. And then Diallo got the other one. Duahe, the right back, assisted. He played quite well. Valenzuela was the weak link in the back 4. And if we have a look at him, he is now considered a leading Premier League player with 3 stars. World class is still 4.5 stars. So all in all, that's a bit wow, isn't it? So finance-wise, we can see the transfer debt is now down to 95 million. There was a little bit of transfer shenanigans happening in January. Something happened somewhere around after Sevilla. Ryan McLaren, he went out on loan to Arsenal. That's a £30 million deal. That's going to happen, be rubber stamped at the end of the season. And then we sold a couple of players. So yeah, it just was the McLaren deal, really. The others were just loans, and we didn't buy anyone. Oh, the youngster did turn up in the end. Didn't even notice him. Didn't even look for him, to be honest. I forgot all about him. But all in all, not too bad. And if we have a look at recruitment, they gave me a budget of 70 million, 400 grand a week available to spend on transfers. And if we have a look at the ability of some of these players now, a man, we knew he was world class anyway. Our keeper, he's a 4-star. Is he considered world class yet? Just a star. Could improve slightly. Monsave, a 4-star. McLaren has gone as a 4-star. Hubert, the 4-star. Andreas, the old man, the 4 stars. And Naipan, still here with the 4 stars. And Baye and Diallo, the 2 players assigned last year, doing all right. And then you get the youngsters. So Joe Lewis, the backup striker, he's sort of stepped in front of Haaland, particularly when Haaland got injured. Mitch Foster, the youth player, has come in, done really well. He's a leading, could be a star. Luca Meyer, the young German, is now a 3-star player. Leading, could improve a lot. All in all, this is a very, very good squad that is only going to get better. I mean, Eduardo Said is now 2.5 stars, considered good, and can still improve dramatically. We've got Becker, who got injured wherever he is now. Daniel Becker. He's leading at 3-star. He's suggesting he's a 3-star player, but he's just been brilliant. And then I've already showed you Venezuela. There was another centre-back as well. The youngster Fabio Fumagalli is now a 2.5-star player. Can improve. Whatever his name, the young Brazilian. Vinicius, or whatever, yeah. He's still a 2-star player, but has got better and better. He's now considered good, could be a star, Premier League player. All in all, we've came to Man City, we've turned them around. Yes, we've spent an awful lot of money. Yes, they are in a lot of transfer debt. But 1 or 2 players out, and all of a sudden, they're no longer in a lot of transfer debt. He can't just be that now. He's a world-class player. He should be 150, 200 million. That's the only thing I don't get. You buy a player for 30, and he's clearly so good. Why isn't his value right up there as well? Barcelona tried to get Valenzuela, 59 million, but we turned that one down, and his value's since skyrocketed, and he's, a superb player. All in all, we've had a great time at Man City. But we've won the Champions League. and that is our remit. So I am now continental. How's about that then? So yeah, I wasn't expecting to win it this year. I knew we're a good side for next year. I thought this was just going to be a rebuild year. So yeah, this one has certainly come up in far, far too long, quickly. So I'm guessing we're going to have to jump ship, find another job, but that'll be for next episode. So hopefully you've enjoyed that, and we're 2 Champions Leagues away. We've only got Africa and South America to do, so where should we go next? That's the question. Join me next week, you'll find out where. Until then, thanks for watching. Ta-da.